Welcome back to another Llama 37 production, and today we're going on a bit of a nostalgia trip. A lot of us are probably nostalgic for our first boyfriend, but that's not what this video is going to be about. It's going to be about Xbox 360 games, and just to give you guys an idea of how many games I haven't played, here are all the games I have not played before I reset them. So yeah, there's a lot of games that people really like and have a very big fan base for, such as Resident Evil. I think you're gay if you like that. I haven't played a lot of classics, so I apologize. Alright, now that I showed you all the ones I haven't played, they're going to be down here. Our list is going to stop at Stranglehold. Like, I played like none of these games, bro. We're starting with one that I want to say is a great game, but to be honest with you, I've only played it for like 30 minutes. The only time I've ever played Red Dead Redemption 1 was for the YouTube video that I made about it, and that was it. I don't know, it's kind of janky compared to Red Dead 2, but we're talking about 10 years difference. You know what I mean? A schlongadong can grow a lot in 10 years. So, I don't know. I mean, I wish I would have played this during its prime, because maybe I'd have a better opinion on it. But for right now, I mean, to be honest, I haven't really played it enough to rank it, but it felt like a cool game. It's not as good as Red Dead 2, but that's not even fair for the game. I'm sorry, John Marston. Okay? I'm sorry. Abigail a bad bitch, though. I wouldn't be sorry if maybe me and her exchanged phone numbers, even though it'd be on, like, one of them. I don't even think they had phones, bro. They had... Dude, the way they communicated back then was so fucking stupid, man. As I accidentally hit my ball, it's gonna add some dramatic to it. Hey, you go sit over there. I'm gonna touch this damn thing a bunch of times, and you're gonna have to read it in Morse code. Fuck all that. Thank God we ain't doing that no more. Okay, now we're at Call of Duty World at War. This is very quickly just going to become a Call of Duty tier list. I've played a decent amount of 360 games, but I've played every Call of Duty game, so very quickly it's going to become a Call of Duty tier list. I apologize, okay? But this will be a very welcome thing for all my Mountain Dew, Dorito huffing fellas. Can I get danks in the comments? God damn, I shouldn't have said that, bro. I don't know why I don't know what the fuck made me think to say that. Can we get danks in the comments, please? Smoke weed every day. Anyways, Call of Duty World at War is a good game. It's definitely an A tier. It's not one of the high-end Call of Duty games, but it's the first good one Treyarch made. I mean, I haven't played Call of Duty 3, but I'm also not old enough to collect the retirement check, so, you know, I don't think anybody's played that shit. Even though I am 47, I'm getting there, but I'm just starting my life as a 47-year-old. Call of Duty World at War is definitely not one of the top-tier games, but it's a good game, and it's definitely the best World War II setting game on the 360. Now, overall, the best COD that does that is the Sledgehammer one from, like, 2018. I don't even know the title of it, but that's a good game, too, but that's not on the 360. Okay, now Borderlands 2. I've played this game a decent amount. I know people aren't really going to be happy with my opinion. I don't really view it as like a crazy, very good game, but I think it's an okay game. But a funny story with it, I had my loser-ass uncle come up from Mississippi, and we played this for 8 hours one night, from like 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. Okay, so, I mean, this was early morning, and I thought it was the greatest game of all time at that point. And then I hopped on it the next day, and I was like, damn, low-key, this game's just kind of mid. For those 8 hours, though, Borderlands 2 was the greatest game I've ever played. But, to be honest with you, it's just kind of mid, so we're gonna put that in, we're gonna put that with Red Dead 1. I know that's a crazy... For me, looking at that kind of pisses me off, because... Bro, Red Dead 2 is so good, I almost want to put Red Dead 1 at just S, just because of how good Red Dead 2 is. But, in my experience, it's whatever. Fun fact about my uncle I'm talking about. The last time I saw him, he was living in a trap house with a bunch of rabbits. I'm not even lying. Like Bugs Bunny. Big Chungus type shit. Can we get danks in the chat, please? He was living in a trap house with a bunch of rabbits, and there was hay all over the ground. Literally, the ground of the house was no longer the hardwood flooring that it was, okay, and I definitely wasn't hard. There was just rabbit straw everywhere, rabbit droppings, and then here comes this big fucker, my uncle, and he's walking around like Big Chungus. Like, he was like the ruler of these rabbits. They must have saw him as Bugs Bunny. Strange thing, I think he's in like a homeless shelter now. I don't know, I don't talk to my family, but that dude, God, he's a loser, bro. Anyways, moving on, Left 4 Dead 2. Now, if we were talking to 10-year-old me, I'd put this in S. But I've recently went back and played Left 4 Dead 2, and it's a good game. Okay, it's not something I would probably ever play again, though. I mean, you can go back and see the last time I played it. Yeah, I was having fun, but I would never play with Juan again, bro. He was try-harding. It's supposed to be fun. And he's getting mad at us because we're doing bad. I don't know. I wouldn't play Left 4 Dead 2 again. It's too hard. It's way too hard. Sorry, I'm 47, man. I can't keep up on the games no more. MW3, it's whatever. I don't like Infinity Ward Call of Duties. I think they literally all look the same, and they're boring as shit. There's an exception, and it's going to be a very unpopular opinion once we get down to the game. I really like one of the games. But the Modern Warfares, I'm just not a big fan of. And I think Modern Warfare 3 is the worst of the original trilogy. And I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. Skyrim, I've never played this. Personally, I like of age people, okay? And I'm 47, so I only go after 18 to 20-year-olds. And that's legal. That's perfectly fine. And I'm not weird. And I can still be considered for the government, for jobs that pay millions of dollars. I can be a 63-year-old man, be terrible at coaching football now, and I can date a 22-year-old. Yout out Bill Belichick, or however old she. Sorry, I'm gonna get a 20-something-year-old. She looks young, real young, bro. Like I look older than her. Well, I'm 47, so that makes sense. But I'm a younger man. Okay, I'm being 47. Wink, wink. 20-something. And she looks younger than me. So, she don't really look... She looks like a teenager, bro. I haven't played Skyrim personally. Once again, I like of-age people. And I don't like looking at weird, R34 of, child characters. I don't do that. So, I'm not a big Skyrim guy, personally. I'm not a fan, is what I'm saying. No, low-key, I want to play Skyrim at some point. Oh, why am I putting it in terrible? That's going to be controversial. Well, we're just not even going to put... I accidentally put it in terrible. I'm not even going to put that, but I have not played it, is going to be the... But low-key, I kind of want to go play it at some point. It looks like fun. Maybe once they release a newer one, so I don't have to deal with, early or late 2000s jankiness of games. That's my problem with a lot of these games, is they're janky. And they got a lot of that, clunk to the beginning of the Xbox 360 life cycle. And going back, they just get worse and worse. I mean, some games can stand the test of time, but a lot of them, it's like, damn, bruh. Can I mantle? Can I mantle? Can I send my friend a dick pic inside of the game's messenger? Why am I even playing this? Left 4 Dead 1, we're just going to put it with Left 4 Dead 2. I don't have a problem with either of them. Once again, if you asked me when I was 10 years old, I would have put this above S. Dead Island, terrible. Terrible game. And then the people who made Dead Island, I think, went on to make Dying Light, which is one of the most disappointing games I've ever fucking played. I got my Xbox One in, 2016. And the two games I bought, obviously I bought Black Ops 3. That's what I got the Xbox for. And then I also bought Dying Light. One of the worst mistakes I've ever made. I think I paid $60 for it or whatever. I didn't. My dad did. And I got it home and I played through the tutorial and I was like, God damn it, we got to go back. And of course I bought a brand new copy for some reason. So I went back and we had to trade it and I got $20 for it. And then I ended up buying, I don't know, I think Sunset Overdrive or some bullshit. I still didn't even like that game. It was better than Dying Light, though. I don't like Dead Island, and I don't like anything they've ever done after. It's just not for me, bro. It's gay. It's real gay. And it wouldn't surprise me if they made Dead by Daylight, either. That's another gay game. Very gay game. Skate 3, I'm just going to have to put it up there with, Left 4 Dead. It's a good game, but, there's not enough substance there for me, personally, and I know for a lot of people it's not a problem. I'm not going to play a story about Skate. Okay, I'm not doing that. I don't care what Thrasher thinks of me. I'm playing the game to skate around and do tricks. And for me, Skate 3 is great for that. And that's pretty much all it would ever be for me. I'm never going to play the story of these games. You know what I mean? I'm there to do kickflips and ollies and dress up my character as a cute little petite femboy. That's what Skate is for me. I'm not doing a story. I don't care what Thrasher thinks, what Independent thinks. I'm independent. and I'm going to just skate around. So for me, that's an A. That could never be an S, but it's still a good game. Saints Row the Third. I have very fond memories of Saints Row the Third, and I think the Saints Row 3 and Saints Row 4, I think still hold up as decent games. Now, I think the older Saints Rows, hell no, they don't hold up at all. But Saints Row the Third, once again, if you asked me when I was 10 years old, this would be S, but I'm going to put this as an A tier. It still holds. I could still go play this game, and it would feel like decent. That's because it's an older generation Xbox 360 game. And I think graphically, Saints Row the Third looks great. That holds up well. Hexic, I've never played Hexic, but I left it in here just because I always saw this shit. It was always in our downloaded games. I never played this once. Never have I once played Hexic. But I remember seeing it every day. All right, GTA 4. Now, this game, personally, for me, I don't do the whole GTA thing, but I'm going to put GTA 4 in C. I know that, once again, that's going to piss a lot of people off, but it's not a game for me. But there is something cool about GTA 4. I'm sure we remember the old GameStop cases with the little thugs on them, and this was the first ever game I got with those little thugs on them. I think it's the only game I've ever got. So that was pretty cool. Halo 3 ODST. I'm going to put this in A. It's a great story game. Me and my dad played through it a lot when my dad still loved me and he wasn't with a stupid whore that's fat. When he was still with my mom, me and my dad used to play a lot of games together, and Halo 3 ODST was one of them, and we had quite a time playing it. And finally, it was a game that we could play together instead of against. Every game we played against, I would just cry. I would cry and cry when I would lose, because obviously I'd lose every time. I was only 32 at the time. And I would call my mom into the room and go, "My dad's cheating! He's cheating at the game!" And I'd be crying. So we averted the problem by playing ODST. And he's hacking! And this all stems from him when we played Yu-Gi-Oh! Together. He had this fucking card that was made by him. And it gave him, so it pretty much, it was Exodia in a single card. And it would allow him to draw whatever cards he wanted from his deck. He had a hacked-in card, bro. It was a card he made and printed out. That's why I claimed he was cheating all the time. And he gave me fucking Toon Blue Eyes. I had a Toon deck. In the right hands, that's probably very, very good. But for me, I thought they were cute as shit. And he was summoning fucking this Ultra Beast dragon creature that could just kill me in one turn. That's where all this cheating accusations stem from. Anyways, Doritos Crash Course 2. This is going to be my first S tier, bruh. Or this is just Doritos Crash Course, whatever. Just lump them together. This is a great game. This is literally the best game so far. I love Doritos Crash Course, bro. I would still play this. I f***ing love Doritos Crash Course. This might end up being the best game on the Xbox 360. This is the most pick-upable, playable, multi-playable, whatever you want to say. This is the best game so far. Assassin's Creed 3, D. It's not terrible, but we're just going to lump all the Assassin's Creeds together. They're not for me. They're not for me. They're kind of gay. I would rather go out and just mug people instead of mugging people in this game. Or what do you even do in Assassin's? I don't even know what you do in Assassin's Creed. All I remember is jumping up buildings and shit. I would rather go do that in real life and potentially die. People in these third world countries should not be allowed out of their village, because as soon as they go to the one city in their country that's huge, so say, I don't know, people in India, say they go to the big city, Dubai? What the f*** is the big city in India? I don't know. Anyway, say they go there and they see one of them big ass buildings, they're like, "Oh, let me climb that." And then they end up all dying. They're so bored in these third world countries that climbing up a 3,000-foot tower is fun. That has something to do with Assassin's Creed 3. I don't know. You wrap it up and put it together. But Assassin's Creed 3 is not for me. Or Assassin's Creed in general is not for me. Fallout 3, this is a good game. Yeah, I like Fallout 3. And I talked about the clunk of the late 2000s games. And I think Fallout 3 also suffers from that, but Fallout 3 is just a fun game. I like Fallout 3. And I played this when I was like 15, so I have a decent grasp on it. Or that timeline's weird. I have mentally progressed to 47. Anyways, I played this when I was like a competent age, and I like Fallout 3. GTA 5, it's just C for me. I've never really been into Grand Theft Auto. I think Rockstar's best game is Red Dead. even though I don't really like Red Dead 1. But Red Dead 2, whenever they make Red Dead 3, it's going to be better than GTA 6, GTA 5. It's going to be better than all of it. I'm not one of those unemployed black dudes that just pretends like he's in the streets on roleplay servers on the internet, even though to access roleplay servers, first off, you must have a PC, so you must have an understanding of how to work a PC. You got to download mod menus, and then you got to go find these files for these specific servers. That sounds pretty damn nerdy, bro. That ain't Doug, that ain't gangster. You're a fucking nerd if you're able to access these GTA Online RP servers. You ain't no Doug, bro. You ain't tough. You soft as baby shit, bro. You're nerdy enough to get into modded GTA. You're a fucking nerd. You're a square. Ain't nothing thug about you, dude. Also, those fat bitches that are always role-playing on there, hit a treadmill, okay? Quit role-playing as a bad bitch on GTA. Hit a treadmill and lose the weight. Good God. Cool whip. Like how Stewie said, lose the weight. Now, this is going to be surprising. I've never played Portal, okay? But some would consider your dad a Portal because we'd be going in and out of them. Ah, yeah! Dude, just like the Eight Tails, bro. Dude, I love the Eight Tails, bro. God, dude, he's such a good character. At first, he was annoying as hell when Sasuke went there. But now, dude, the Eight Tails is tough as bro. God, I love the Eight Tails. Yeah! Fool, you fool. Dude, I love the Eight Tails, bro. Army of Two. I'm going to have to put this in B tier. I've went back and played it recently. Not recently, it was like 8 years ago, but whatever, I was competent at the time, and it was not as fun as I remember. This was one of the first games me and my dad ever got. It was so much fun back then. And one time we rented it to our neighbors, I believe, and they just stole it. Just like the same shit my cousin did, and he's dead now. He died of cancer. What a surprise. It's almost like it was karma. One time he came over to my house, and my dad was at work, and I showed him all of our PS2 games, and he saw Dragon Ball Budokai 2. And he was like, oh, can I rent that? I was like, yeah, dude, you're cool. You know, I like this guy. This guy's a good guy. Okay, the whole cancer thing isn't that big of a deal. He did die of cancer, though. El Bozo. This is because he took our Budokai 2. Anyways, I let him have the Budokai 2 because I thought he was cool. And he just straight up stole it. We never saw it again. We were constantly having games stolen from us. And I believe Army of Two got stolen from us. But yeah, it was fun as a kid. Once again, if I was 10 years old, I would rank this as S. But I've played it again. And it was with my dad a while ago. And it was pretty damn boring now. This is how I know my dad doesn't give a shit about me. I brought it up to him while I was at his house because, like, he started to pretend like he cared because he still had, like, semi-custody, and I still kind of liked my dad at this point. And I brought it up to him. I'm like, you remember when we played this when I was, like, 5? And he was like, oh, I think so. And I said, oh, we should play it again right now because we played it. This is one of the first games we ever played together. And he goes, oh, I guess. And it took me, like, convincing to get him to play. Fuck you. What the? Whoa, come on, bro. Come on. Pretend like you care about me, big dog. Come on. Halo 3? See, I'm not even going to rank Halo 3 because I didn't really play Halo 3. I played ODST. This is people's favorite Xbox 360 game, but I just didn't really play it enough. So it's going to have to go into games I've not played because I don't want to dishonor. I mean, the way I remember it, I've definitely played Halo 3, and I remember it not being as good as Reach, and I think that would piss people off. Madden 13. Now, this is a strange one. I'm surprised sports games are on here. I liked Madden 13. It was shallow, but when I was like 13, I had nothing but an Xbox, and the Xbox One had been out for a while at this point, and I had nothing but an Xbox 360 still. And I would just sit there and play Madden 13 career mode. But it wasn't, I don't think it was good. I think you had to select a specific character. I don't even know if you could create your own character. Anyways, I played Madden 13 and, no, I think I just played franchise. And I got Robert Griffin III on my team because he was pretty damn overpowered in that game. I had Robert Griffin III throwing like 6,000 yard seasons, rushing for like 2,500 yards. I think Alshon Jeffrey was maybe in this game. I don't remember. Maybe it was Brandon Marshall, whatever Bears receiver we had at that time, and I was just chucking him the rock, bro. Those were pretty fun times. And we didn't even have internet at this time, so it was literally me, an Xbox 360, and a TV is all I had for like one summer, and all I did was play Madden 13. Halo Reach. Halo Reach is better than Doritos Crash Course. I'm sorry, I gotta dethrone it. I know it's gonna piss a lot of people off. There's a lot of Crash Course heads in here. But Halo Reach is not the best Xbox 360 game, but it's probably number 2. A lot of younger people aren't ever going to be able to experience this, but Halo custom games. Oh my God. You had to be there, bro. I mean, you had the one shit where you're in this tunnel and there's a bunch of stuff falling down on you. I don't know what it was called, but that was like the original Death Run, and then one guy had like that big hammer. We played school. We played the duck shit where like, I don't remember what it was called, like where you had a sniper and then there were people running through a course. Like there was so much fun to be had on Halo Reach. It was so primitive back then. There was no community tab or nothing. You had to find people that were always in these custom games to even get a chance to be in a loaded lobby. Dude, oh my God, dude. They're going to experience that. And maybe for the better, dude. You go back to the 360, you load up the 360 right now, and you hit the Xbox button and you try to load up the social tab. Oh my God, it takes like 10 seconds. That 360 is so slow compared to the new one. But back in the day, that was great. Oh my God. And then you had the mic that only had the one earphone, and all you could hear was the people talking. You couldn't even hear game audio. And God, everybody's mic sounded terrible. We're all yelling slurs. I yelled a lot of slurs. And, man, that's something that nobody's ever going to experience. And Halo Reach still holds up. It's still a very fun game. I could go play that anytime. I could go play Infected on Halo Reach at any time, any day, and I'd still have fun with it. You run out of that shotgun ammo, you whip out that pistol. Oh my God, dude. Halo Reach is a great game. Anyways, Black Ops 1, an S tier game. I would put this on the lower S tier, though. It's still an amazing game. It's still a good game, and I could still go play BO1 and have quite a bit of fun with it. I played it in like 2013, 2014, I think. I played Black Ops 2 first, and then eventually we went and bought Black Ops 1. And it's a good game. I remember I had a lot of fun with it when I first got it, but there's some hit detection issues, and there's some issues with Black Ops 1, but it's still a pretty fun game. And playing wager matches, luckily I still was able to play while wager matches, that's how you play party games on there. And that was fun. That was very fun. Those are probably dead now, but I still could get into a couple when I started playing it. COD 4. This is probably the best Modern Warfare of the original trilogy. That's going to piss some people off, but I like it more than MW2. I have very fond memories of playing COD 4. Once again, I played this way after its prime, though. I played this around the same time as Black Ops 1, and it was fun, and I think I could still go play it and have fun. Fallout New Vegas. It's not as good as Fallout 3, but it's still pretty fun. I got to the point to where I nuked that city, and then I quit playing it, so I don't know. I haven't really played it all the way through. NHL 09. Yeah, if I wanted to see dudes playing with sticks, I'd just go watch Gabe. I have not played a hockey game. Gears of War. This is another game that I played with my dad. This game sucks ass. I can't believe at one point there was a Gears of War competitive. Who the is so unemployed that you have enough time to go to a Gears of War competitive event? How the you have enough time to fly to an event center and watch people play Gears of War competitive? Why was there ever a competitive scene with this game? Gears of War sucks. We're going to put it in D. I'm not going to say terrible, okay, because it's definitely better than Dead Island, but it's terrible. It's one of those shitty late 2000s games that for some reason was just super successful, like Assassin's Creed. MW2. Not really a big MW2 guy. I don't know why. MW2 and MW3 to me are just kind of mid. It's definitely better than MW3, though. I will give it that. But it's not much better. I don't know. I would rather play COD 4 than... Once again, I'm not an Infinity Ward guy. I really like one of the Infinity Ward games. It's going to piss people off, but for the most part, I just hate whatever game they put out. It's shit compared to the Treyarch games. Crackdown. So Crackdown is a shitty game, okay? And don't ever let anybody tell you otherwise. People say that it's slept on. Crackdown sucks. I had my cousin convince me at one point that Crackdown was the most awesome game ever, okay? So I went to GameStop and I got Crackdown 2 for $20. That was a lot of money back then. That was like once a month I was allowed to spend $20. Every 3 months, dude. We were poor. So I got my game for like the half of this year, and it was Crackdown 2. The game sucked ass. Okay? And my buddy's birthday was coming up. So I wrapped Crackdown 2 up And I gave it to him as a present, and I was like, dude, look, I spent like 20 bucks on this. I really care about you, bro. Like, this is a great gift. And realistically, I just didn't want the goddamn game. Okay, and he accepted the gift, and I don't think he ever played it because the game fucking sucks. But yeah, that's my funny Crackdown story. I could talk about a lot of other Crackdowns I've done, and a lot of Crackdowns I've received, but that would be a little bit inappropriate, and I'm not going to do that. Anyways, Crackdown is a shitty game that you only gift to people if you receive it, and that's all it's good for. Saints Row 2, if you would have asked me when I was 10 years old, this would have been an SSS tier. I went back and played it recently, and it is not as good as I remember. It's clanky, or it's clunky, it's chunky, it's shitty, okay? It's not as good as I remember, and I really hate the aiming system for the first two Saints Rows. I don't know, I just like the third and the fourth better. Once again, as a kid, this game was legendary. I thought it was like the greatest game of all time. It's not that good. Call of Duty Ghost is an S-tier game, and I know it's going to piss people off. I'd even say it's better than Black Ops 1. I really like Call of Duty Ghost, and going back and playing it, it feels great. Nobody likes Call of Duty Ghost, but Extinction is even really fun. I really like Call of Duty Ghost, and that's going to piss people off. And I think this was the first game developed by New Infinity Ward, or was MW3 developed by New Infinity Ward? I can't remember, but this was the first, like, new game completely developed by New Infinity Ward, and it was great. It was great. I mean, after this, we got what? Infinite Warfare, we don't even count that. And then we got Modern Warfare 2019. Both those games suck ass. But this was a first good game by New Infinity Ward, because MW3 is technically, I think it was developed by the new one, but it's just MW2 with extra shit on top. But Call of Duty Ghost, first original game by them, and it was pretty damn good. Deadpool, I always wanted Deadpool, never got Deadpool. It's expensive as shit for some reason, and I imagine it's fun though. I really like Deadpool. I'm not like one of those Deadpool has been completely ruined by its fan base. Deadpool is so cool. The movies are, a little cringe, but when I was a kid, they were awesome. And even going back, you can still watch them now and enjoy them. But the fucking fan base is terrible. If they ever make a Deadpool 4 or whatever movie they're up to now at this point, fully expect a bunch of 35-year-old men to be bringing in their 12-year-old girlfriends to watch the damn movie. And they all probably going to be doing freaky shit, too. I would call the FBI to attend every single showing of Deadpool 4. Because the fan base is just terrible. They like kids. They're in these weird Reddits where they're looking at weird fetishes. The Deadpool fan base is terrible. Halo 4 is shit. Damn, Halo 4 is so bad. Because this was the game after Reach, bro. This was the game after Reach! How do you follow up the second greatest Xbox 360 game with some bullshit? And I know it's because it's the new studio. That studio has yet to make a good fucking Halo. God, Halo 4 is so bad! Halo floor, man! That shit is bad! That's low down on the floor. Back in the day when people would tell you to put toothpaste on your broken disc or whatever, and then sometimes it would just ruin the disc and it wouldn't work anymore, this is the only game you'd want to put toothpaste on the back of the disc because you'd want it to break. So you would never play this game. Have we played Halo 4 Flood? What is that, dude? How do you ruin Infected? Infected is such a good game mode, and then they introduce Flood or whatever it is. It sucks ass! Black Ops 2, greatest game of all time. Greatest Xbox 360 game. Greatest video game experience of all time. You had to be there when it was still fresh. And you could go back and it's still the greatest experience of all time. Also, I've never seen this picture of the pants. I've never seen the Black Ops 2 guy with pants on. I didn't know he was wearing pants in the picture. Whoa. Whoa, I didn't know that. That's the first... Did they AI that? Is that fake? Does he have pants? Does he wear pants in these... I mean, obviously he's wearing pants, but like... It would be cool if he was naked, but... Does he have pants on normally? That's intriguing. I didn't know that. Anyways, Black Ops 2 is the greatest thing since sliced bread or whatever. I mean, it's better than sliced bread. It's better, and usually I reserve this for very special things. It's better than gay sex. Okay, Black Ops 2 is very good. God damn, it's good. It's good, man. It's good. It's damn good. Saints Row 4, it's whatever. It's whatever. I mean, it's just Saints Row 3 with superpowers, essentially, and it's okay. It's okay. I've not played it as much as Saints Row the Third. Saints Row the Third I've beat like 5 times probably. Mortal Kombat 9, I think is what it's called. This was pretty fun when I was a baby. I wouldn't go back and play this ever again. I'm going to put this in C tier. I am not a two-dimensional fighting guy, okay? I'm not like Low Tier God. I can't keep up with these youngins, okay? Me and Low Tier God are both in our 40s. He is 45 or whatever. He's old as hell. I would love to collab with Dale, though. Damn, he's old. But yeah, I'm not able to keep up anymore. I don't even understand how these old sorry eyes are able to keep up with goddamn 2D fighting games. I think he should just go full on like the stinky girl farting, Twitch girl fart, whatever he's into. I think he should go full time into that. But I can't do these two-dimensional fighting games. I've never been able to keep up on them, and I just don't like them. Like, the best Dragon Ball games are always considered the two-dimensional fighting games, and they're terrible to me. I hate Budokai, and I really do not like Fighters. But Fighters is beautiful. I wish I liked Fighters. And Budokai Tenkaichi is great, but it's a 3D game. So, you know, I can't do the 2D games. They're boring as shit to me. Because I think the skill gap is too high on them, and I just don't want to get good at, like, doing calculus to try to figure out what's my best button combinations. I would rather just, you know, have fun instead of figure out, you know, intense mathematical questions to play a game. So, Saints Row 1, whatever, we'll just put it with... No, this is even worse than Saints Row 2, bro. Yeah, nah, Saints Row 1 is so clunky, and Saints Row 2 is clunky as well, but man, Saints Row 1 is really, really clunky. I'm glad they made it so they got up to the third one, but Fable 3, I don't like Fable. I think I've played it. I don't even remember if I played it. We're just going to put it in the bottom anyways, because I never liked this nerd shit, and I don't even want to, like, give this Fable a chance. Okay, because it's nerd shit. It suffers probably from the same problems as, like, the Deadpool fan base. Don't be around a Fable fan. Do not let a Fable fan babysit your kid. Do not let him around your girlfriend either, right? She's going to come back talking about, like, oh, well, the best strategy in Dungeons & Dragons. Boom! Slap that bitch right there. You ever get around a girl and she starts talking about Dungeons & Dragons? Boom! Just boom! 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 Just keep fucking going. She wants to put on a tail. Boom! 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 You know what I mean? Likes black. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Wait. Pause on that. Anyways, does anything but just sit in the chair and wait for me to ask to bone? Boom! Boom! You get up and do the dishes when I say so. Boom! 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 Harm's Way, another game that I always saw. Start talking about Dungeons & Dragons around me. Boom! 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 Oh, the kids miss you. Boom! 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 Damn, my hand hurts now. God damn it. All right, Harm's Way, a game I always saw in my library, and I never once clicked it. Never played it. Metro Last Night. This is a pretty good game. I played like 25% of the game. I thought it was like the best game of all time. Never picked it up again. But I remember playing it, and I had a lot of fun with it. Charlie Murder. This is an S tier game. This is another game I played with my dad, and I really like Charlie Murder. I think it was free with gold one time. Man, it's fun. It's really fun. We may have beat it. I can't remember. But, yeah, I liked it. I'm losing my breath, or I'm losing my voice right now because I decided to go boom, 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 boom. So we got to hurry up and wrap this up. We only got a couple more games. Terraria is terrible. Minecraft should be on this list. I'm surprised it's not. But Minecraft would be S tier, right up there with Halo Reach and Call of Duty. But Terraria, once again, it's the two-dimensional shit. I don't do 2D. It's 2025. I'm not playing a two-dimensional goddamn game. I'm not playing these 2D platforms. I'm definitely not playing these goddamn 2D platformers. You know how I feel about those. I'm not playing a goddamn 2D game. Technology has evolved too much for me to be playing in the second dimension. They suck ass. Gotham City Imposters. This was fun as shit, dude. I wish this was the game all the, chomos played instead of Overwatch and Marvel Rivals. God damn. You start talking to... I should have done this the other day. My girlfriend started talking to me like, oh, what do you think about Marvel Rivals? Should I play it? Boom! 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 And I got her before she even started playing. I said, no. No, you're not playing that. Why would you want to play Overwatch? Wrapped is a gooner game. But if you meet a girl and she instantly is like, hey, I play Marvel Rivals, she ought to just become your arch rival right there. Kick her out the car, like, while it's moving too. 50, 60 miles, I don't care. 6, 7, you know what I mean? 67 miles. Kick her out the car, for real. Open the door. Pretty much install a wire, an invisible wire that'll run across your dashboard and connects to the door handle that you're able to pull at any time so she doesn't know that it's there. And pull that goddamn cord and just fucking push her out. If she's playing Marvel Rivals, Overwatch, Dead by Daylight, Roblox, GTA, pretty much any game that isn't doing the dishes and being available for my pleasure. Anyways, okay, we're at our last game. I gotta go. Stranglehold. Dude, in 2nd grade, I was daydreaming in class about Stranglehold because I played it for like 2 hours and I was like, man, this is the best game I've ever played. So I was daydreaming the whole day. I was like, I can't wait to go home to play Stranglehold. It was so fun. Got home, played it again. I was like, this is mid. And that's where it's going to stay. This is my Xbox 360 game tier list. I know a lot of people are going to have problems with it. But to be honest with you, I don't think it's that people are really going to be mad about the Terraria, whatever. Just call it dog shit at this point. People are really going to be mad where I put the dog shit, but dog shit's terrible, so dog shit stays in terrible. And this is my list. Ghost is the 2nd best Call of Duty game on the Xbox. Goodbye.